What's up, motherfuckers?
Hi.
It's been fucking 2 months, but we are back now. And you know how we're gonna fucking enter this? You're gonna watch me drink a full fucking bottle of water in complete silence, aside from that fan in the background, which I don't know if you can see. But welcome back. Hydration.
Yeet.
Welcome back. Now I got my mom. Must I just jug that
so
to me?
gross, that was so gross. Dude, imagine the people sitting here watching this shit, listening to that. Shut down.
I don't think you have the place to call anybody fucking gross.
No, I am gross, but like that was gross, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Anyway, we're back for podcast. We haven't been here in like 2 months or something.
Yeah.
So what's new? What has happened between the last podcast, basically everything, because it's been so long. What has happened between the last podcast and now?
We got sick a lot.
We got sick a lot?
Yeah. Well, we both got sick at the same time for some weird reason. And then I got sick afterwards again. And then I went to work. And now I'm on holidays. I went out drinking.
Oh yeah, went out drinking.
Yeah.
That
was pretty fun.
What happened that's interesting that we went out drinking? No,
Well,
because we're bored.
Have we told the December story yet? Or
What the fuck's the December story?
the time we went out to that random guy's house?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Have we told that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh shit, fair. Well, we went out drinking after that.
Yeah. To a place called Cucks, but we're not going to say the full name because it's known as Cucks, and that's it.
Exactly. And that was really fun. So.
I got injured. It was the funniest shit.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. I still don't know the name of the dance move. I basically just
Something
know
fucking stupid.
it was the fucking dance move where you stand and like you move your left foot, say, and then your right foot like kicks out and back. I can't remember the name of it. And then my mate fucking spilled the drink and I face planted and it was funny. And I had a massive bruise on my left knee. And then recently, I was fucking about in work with Talha and I was doing that, I think I already told you, so I was doing that move where you put your hand there and your knee there, and I went like that, forgetting that the kitchen's very small and need the counter, and there's a bruise on my right knee.
Yeah. That's bad, bro.
So, yeah, and then I also
dumbass.
almost took my fucking finger off.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, by the way. It was under the nail, but yeah, so we went out, we got drunk. Yeah, we went out, we got drunk. That was about it. Go.
I got, bro.
This is my third monster today.
Serious? What the fuck? Dude, this is my first one.
Give me my fucking...
Oh, you suck at that shit. Bro, the trick is you have to pull it forward.
Yeah, I'm aware I did that and it wasn't fucking budging.
No, but you have to go back and forth
No,
a couple
I know.
times and then it comes up.
It wasn't budging. Man, I've drunk a lot of coke in my day. I know how to take this fucking thing off.
Clearly not.
Anyway, say something interesting.
Something interesting. Oh, I got that
Chlamydia.
same night that you got injured.
Chlamydia. Yeah.
What? No, I need to have stuff to do that. The same night that you got injured, I got injured the same night.
Why?
Because I woke up and then for like 5 straight days, here on my neck was really sore and I couldn't move it.
Right.
Because I was headbanging the Green Day. so that's how old I am.
Old.
Exactly.
You are ancient.
Bro, that's how old I am. I went out headbanged the fucking pound from like the 90s and injured my neck. Like, I need to go home and just read a book. Like, that should be my social life now.
We're actually at an age now that like doing the stinky leg will make us pull our hamstrings. Like,
Yes.
we're actually
Like,
at that age.
Bro, you're 23, man. Like,
At least
you
my
can't
fucking
do
injury
this
was
shit,
funny.
Yeah, mine was
Your
just
injury just
soft.
sucked.
It did.
Your injury was because of old age. My injury was because of me being stupid.
And then, bro, and then I got sick that week because I was working on the Friday, went out on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Sorry, working on the Friday, went out on the Friday with you guys as well. Went out on the Saturday.
Alcoholic.
Yes. So I actually saw Cameron. So did
I remember you telling me, yeah.
So saw him and then
shocker that he was out back to back.
I know. I'm like, how the fuck do you do
this
it?
man's still standing?
Yeah. He asked me, he was like, he goes, bro, how are you after like last night? And I was like, mate, I am fucked beyond belief. Like, and I was out drinking, and then the guys that I was out with, I got a water because I was so fucked, and the guys that I was out with were like, what are you fucking doing, you pussy? And like, they're all in their 40s and shit.
Yeah, well, were they just like drinking pints and all?
They were drinking pints. One was on gin and tonic, and then
yeah, but were they like getting up dancing, or were they just drinking?
Dave was dancing.
Okay, well then
it was like watching. It's like this. Do you know like the typical dad dance? Mm-hmm. Like, do you know? Yeah, it's like whenever your dad doesn't get drunk anymore, and then he gets drunk, and he starts dancing and shit. It's like watching Dave dance. So
he pulled out the.
No, he was just
probably
getting up, dancing and shit. He was the only one of us that was.
Did he pull out the? I actually don't know what he was doing. You know the one you like, keep your hands down. It's just.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure halfway through he like clapped his hands and went, "Oh yeah!" And then he went like out there and started fucking popping it. It was really bad. But like I only stayed for that long, and then I went home. Like I walked home from town, and then because my sister was supposed to pick me up. And she was like, right, just let me get a coffee first. And then, because the buses were running like every 40 damn minutes, like it sucked ass. So I just walked out of town, and then she came and picked me up from like Goudy's. And it was alright. But then, I got my Chinese at like 11 o'clock that night. It was great. And had a day where I sat inside on the Sunday, went to work. And then from the Tuesday, I was just sick. So I was still in work. So. It was fucking mental. It's gonna get so hot in here, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's just so loud. I don't know what's picking up with the fucking camera. It's so loud in my fucking ear. Yeah.
Damn,
See, to be honest,
sweating from my armpits, bro.
The next day, I was actually fine. It took me an hour, and I was completely recovered.
Serious.
See, I said to Lauren, my game plan. I said, see if I go out, and I get drunk, and I don't be sick, I will wake up, and I will be dead the next day. Where say if I do be sick, it'll take me an hour next day and I'll be recovered and ready to go. That's why when Cameron said to me, put your fingers down your throat and make yourself sick, I was like, bet. And then I took it too far. But then I woke up the next day because I had obviously a meeting with my boss, and then I just walked in and he was like, are you, because obviously like I'm like I have a laugh with my boss, and he was like, are you okay after last night? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, he even said to me, he's like, I did not think you'd be this like in good shape after that. I was like, oh, neither did I. I was like, last night, whenever we were all going home, in my head, I'm like, I fucked this.
Dude, so Will had work. Like, Will left your house at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then the dude had work at like 6. Like, how the fuck does
he 6 a.m.?
I think like 6 or 8 or something, but like, how the fuck does he do that?
He's built different.
Dude, that's either 3 or 5 hours of sleep. Like, that's insane.
I mean, I can run off 3 or 5 hours sleep, but after drinking, I don't know. But then I don't know how, like, I don't know. After drinking, I don't know. But, yeah. It's a good thing Sohail doesn't drink, so he didn't actually have to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. He just came along for the ride.
Exactly.
Dude was fucking sipping waters all night, bro. We were like, what the fuck are you doing?
Drink. And he's like, nah.
We were like, chugged the water, and he got a brain freeze from the ice, bro. Like, come on.
Oh, yeah, no, it was a good fucking night, but someone always gets fucking injured, and it always seems to be me. But see, to be honest, I'm willing to take one for the team, just as long as someone promises me to get whatever the fuck happens on camera next time.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting injured for nothing.
I remember the last time I went out to Cooks, and it was, what do you call it? Brandon was dancing, and I was next to him, and he dropped this bottle of Magners on the ground, so he did, and then he picked it up, and then the security guard looked at me, so he did. And then he shook his head at me, and I was like, sorry, he's fucked.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wait, did it not smash if it was a bottle?
No, he just dropped it on the ground a wee bit.
Like inside or outside?
Inside.
Oh, okay.
It was on the big, like, you know, whenever you go up the stairs.
Yeah, the dance floor?
Yeah. It was there. And then he dropped his bottle of Magners, and then the security guard looked at me, and I was just like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, when Brian gets fucked, there is no. It's the point of no return. Like it's really funny though, because I remember like last time, like Sohail was obviously on the dance floor. Sohail was like proper giving it a go, and I just remember I turned around. Sohail's giving it a go. Brian's just in the fucking background. I'm like, what is he doing? It's like he's throwing money. He was like this.
Exactly. He's like, go on, Sohail.
And Sohail was just fucking busting out the moves.
So Sohail can just do that with no alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, it's great.
Yeah.
Dude can just fucking go. Yeah. Like, I need at least a lot of
That's
alcohol. That's
because Sohail can dance. I can't dance for shit. But
same.
When I have alcohol in me, I at least believe I can dance a little bit.
Yo, don't stop believing, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like the famous offer.
Who's that?
Dave.
The real.
Yeah. Nice. But yeah, no, we need to do that again sometime.
Well,
what else? Haven't we watched the KSI Geophonia event?
We did. Oh, it's been ruled as a thingy.
Yeah, no, no contest.
Yeah.
I know.
So, good. Even though I wanted KSI to win, and he won. But he didn't win the right way.
Yeah. Well, we watched Boogie and in numbers after his name fight Wings of Redemption.
Boogie 2988.
Yeah, him.
That was I'm sad. I'm sad about that. I was looking forward to watching Boogie smack someone in the face. And he just didn't.
I don't even think he hit him once.
No. The only time he went to hit him was whenever he moved his head away and
and it wasn't even like a punch, it was more like, stop hitting me!
Yeah, that's what it was. And like, but the whole fucking, like, and then Boogie's interview after, he was sitting there and he was like, oh yeah, I got some good hits in, like, I did this, I did that. I could have went so much more.
You took some good hits.
Yeah, he took some fantastic hits. Like, I mean, fair enough, he's an immovable object, like, that was amazing. But then he went on to his YouTube and he made a video saying the truth about the fight and all this shit. And I'm like, I'm not even
excuses, wasn't
it? Yeah, because like I'm not even gonna watch it. I haven't watched it yet. But you know Boogie. If you know Boogie, you know what it's gonna be.
Yeah, well, I don't watch Boogie, but I just assume it's gonna be an excuse. But
either
way, I don't feel like you need to make excuses because no one watched that fight and give a shit about who won, really. It was just more of the fact these guys are big guys. They've actually lost weight and trained. This is cool. Like I said, respect to both of them for getting in the ring because they're big guys. That was more of it. Where, like, obviously, like, KSI, I know, like, oh, KSI can't lose. It didn't really matter who won or lost out of those two. It was just the fact that they both got in there.
Exactly. But that's what
Wings of Redemption for some straight fucking punches. For being a big guy, he was proper, like,
he was fan-fucking-tastic. Like, that's what I was saying at work to people. I was like, because people didn't know what the fuck was happening, and then I showed it.
Well, yeah, because they have live shit.
Yeah, I know, but I don't, and it's fun. So, but they were sitting there, and they didn't know what was happening, and basically I explained it to them, and I was like, but the difference is between Boogie and Wings, it's like Boogie went in there to fight probably his reasoning, I don't know, probably to lose the weight to get the clout to show that he can do things. But Wings, in his interview with his wife, and then he said he needs to make the decision, or it's not just him making the decision, because when he's in that ring too, it's his wife is there too. And I'm like, well, there you go, that just proves he's something to fight for.
Yeah, I think...
That's why he fought so good.
I think Boogie just got in the ring and tried not to lose, where Wings got in the ring to win.
Yeah. I feel like Boogie got in the ring, because they said that Keemstar was the one who made the fight happen.
He is, because they're both Happy Punch fighters, which, like, Keemstar has, like, a YouTube boxing promotion now. Like, Saul Poppy signed the Happy Punch. Which means if Saul Poppy's fighting somebody, like, the negotiations go through Happy Punch. So Keemstar will basically negotiate on Saul Poppy's behalf. It's like when Saul Poppy and Anthony Taylor was obviously having the fight and they agreed 3 rounds. Saul Poppy said, no, if you want more rounds, you give me more money. And then, who was it? Obviously KSI's taking the piss out, Saul Poppy calling him 3-round Poppy because he should be going more. And then someone said, I don't know if it was KSI, someone said, if it gets to 3 rounds and it hasn't finished, how about you just do another round? And I think Mams Taylor goes, if both fighters want to do it, blah, blah, and then one of them said to Keemstar, make it happen, because Keemstar would have to be the one. Saul Poppy would say, but then Keemstar would be the one to finalise it, because he is to do a Happy Punch, because that's a YouTube boxing promotion now, because that's what Keemstar does now, apparently. But yeah, so that's how he made that fight happen, because... I think all the prelims were Happy Punch fighters. I think all of them, because I'm pretty sure every single one that I looked at least was under Keemstar. So I think all the prelims, Keemstar just did it. Yeah. They kind of Happy Punch and Misfits kind of paired up. He just did the prelims.
Fair enough. So I don't know. I'm still annoyed about that Saul Poppy fight. Well, no, I'm not actually annoyed about it because the right guy won.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I really wanted Saul Poppy to win. Of course he didn't, but then it just proves that the other guy was
Anthony
better.
Taylor.
Right, because he fucking didn't have the big ego on him.
Well,
well
he did, but he came in with that ego and charged forward. I don't even think Anthony Taylor fought amazingly. I think he just pushed in and he was just like, right, I'm winning this fucking fight.
Yeah.
And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. And that was about it.
I feel like Saul Poppy's won his last couple of fights, so it just made him have this sense of, like, I can't win, or I can't lose.
Yeah, no, because that's I saw a video, I haven't actually watched it, but I saw a video pop up on YouTube that turned around and said, did the hype behind Saul Poppy get exposed or something? Because obviously everybody was like, oh, Saul Poppy's like, he's one of the best, like he should be up there with like KSI and Jake and all. And I agree, I think Saul Poppy's one of the better gifted. I personally think it's good that Saul Poppy lost, because then if you lose, it takes you to lose, to humble you, to realise your mistakes. If you're winning all the time, your ego's going to grow and you're not going to focus on the mistakes. So I think it's good that he lost, and he lost Anthony Taylor, which a lot of people were like, oh, Anthony Taylor's not the greatest boxer. Yeah, but that motherfucker don't go down.
No, he does not.
No matter how many times you hit him, he keeps coming forward. So,
yeah.
But, yeah, everybody was hyping him up. But then you also look at it, and you're like, he outboxed like Halal Ham completely, which he should have done. He knocked out Andy Warski. Remember the one he just punched him and then he just fought back? And then he beat Josh Bruckner, which was one hell of a fucking shot. Yeah. But see what he did to Andy Warski, that's what he should have done to Andy Warski, because Andy Warski never fucking boxed before. He came in like this. And then Josh Bruckner, I mean, he was good, but he was just like, he wasn't fast enough. So he did exactly, but then he obviously faced Anthony Taylor, who had loads of fight experience, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
But it's like the same thing with Deji. Deji obviously showed, to be fair, he showed a lot of skill, and he proved that he was levels above Swarms, but at the same time, I said he has only won one fight, and it was against Fusi, who didn't punch back, so we can't really say he's amazing at the minute.
Yeah.
I think he definitely showed skill, but we still can't rank Deji top 5.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like YouTube boxers.
He needs to face some upper level people. He can't just face
well,
Fusi, who doesn't win, and then, Swarms, who doesn't win.
Yeah, like obviously, he beats who's in his way. That's it.
Yeah.
So he's won. But, obviously you got a few of his opponents and be like, his opponents didn't really do anything.
Yeah. But then again, you have to sort of defeat them. It's like going up the stairs. You have to
that's what I'm saying. Like, his opponents didn't do anything, but at the same time, you can only beat who's in front of you.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference. If you go out picking the easy fights, then there's an issue. But Swarm's called Deji out. So Deji fought him. So Deji just beat who was in front of him. So if someone calls out Deji and then Deji agrees to the fight because no one else wants to fight Deji, then he beats who's in front of him. But it's different if he's going round. Like, say, I don't know, say for example, he's like, oh, I want to fight, like, say, Swarms, who doesn't really have much boxing spirit, and then he goes, I want to fight that 7-year-old in the crowd. It's a bit different.
Yeah.
He's got to at least fight the dad.
Of course. And the 7-year-old together.
Yeah, fucking tag team. And then fucking Pineda.
Yes, mate, that was fucking amazing. They did the fucking Undertaker shit again.
I know. See, the only thing is, a lot of people were saying, I can't agree with it. It was a bit peak to cut Swarms off in that interview.
Yeah.
Because, like, at the time...
at the end of the day.
No, I know. At the time, though, I was like, oh, this is sick. But see, now I'm like, it was really disrespectful. You could have at least let him, like, speak. Because Swarms said, and he was like, I'm just after losing. And you don't even let me finish my interview and you cut me off. So that's why Swarms walked away. He goes, you disrespected me and cut me off. And I'm like, to be fair, he's right. Because obviously you're going to call him out. But at the same time, like, he was mid-talking. You asked him a question. He was answering your question and you just cut him off. Yeah. Like, I would walk away too. I'd be like, oh, fuck you then. Like, I wouldn't like it. Because he is after just losing. Like, you're not going to be happy.
But do you not feel like it's kind of like a WWE type moment where,
it is.
To play the music and shit while someone's speaking? And, like, all their interviews and shit, it seems just very WWE.
Yeah, I know,
but it's great.
They obviously, like, he actually lost. This wasn't a scripted WWE match that he knew he was going to lose. Yeah. He genuinely lost.
Well, yeah.
He got punched in the face and the body a lot.
It was still such a way.
Oh, no, it was a very good way. Like, I enjoyed it, but it was a bit peak to cut him off.
It was fantastic. I loved it. I was like, yeah, I fucking got him on page. I don't
want them to fight though, because I like both.
I really do.
I don't, because I don't want Swarms to fucking lose again.
I don't know. I think Swarms would win.
No,
I do. I really do.
No,
I think he would.
No, Swarms didn't throw shit against it. Swarms came out, jabbed Deji.
Pineda we're talking about?
Yeah, I know, but Pineda actually came out on smoke on the tag team match.
I didn't watch that one.
Yeah, I know, but I did. When he came out, Pineda came out in that tag team match and decided, right, you know what? I got embarrassed by KSI. He didn't have much boxing technique, but he went for it, and he was just punching Ice Poseidon. Ice Poseidon was just going like that.
Serious?
And then he tagged out the next guy got in, fucking again, just rocking him like a speed bag. Like, he just got in. To be fair, B-Dave came in on Smoke too.
I actually like B-Dave. I think he's great.
No, I see him. Yeah. I didn't like him at the start, because I was like, he just seems like, because I remember there was like a thing where he like called out KSI, and I was like, he just seems like a bit cocky, but then I was like, oh, he was just doing it to like hype it up and shit. But he actually seems like funny as fuck.
Oh yeah, it's the fact that them two, it's their whole redemption arc, which is not redemption, but it's like their whole friendship arc that was so good to me.
Pineda came in and beat the shit out of him, and now they're best friends.
Exactly, because they did a tag team and now they're bros. It's like,
it was literally like a WWE thing whenever like Triple H fucking like hit Shawn Michaels over the back for sledgehammer, and then years later they're in DX again.
Brian is fantastic.
Like, it actually is like a fucking WWE. Then obviously the KSI fight, Joe Fournier. Yeah, it was an elbow.
Yeah,
KSI's still trying to make his case, like, but
is he still trying to make his case?
He posted a picture on Instagram, right? Because his excuse was, he goes, I threw the right hook, right, and my glove clipped him, which it didn't, and then my forearm followed and hit him, right? So he was like, it wasn't intentional. I was like, I believe it wasn't intentional. But then he's like, but I clipped him, blah, blah, so it was a knockout. I'm like, it's not a knockout.
No,
because, like, I remember someone said in a video or something, they were like, no, KSI said, oh, it's happened in boxing many times before, and he showed a clip of when it happened in boxing accidentally. But I'm on the same page as everybody else. Everybody else goes, yeah, but there's a difference. That punch didn't knock them out. That did not determine the fight. The fight went on. The fight finished because you elbowed him.
Yeah.
There's a big difference. If you'd have elbowed him and then he had a say and the ref would have like give him a couple minutes to like recover, fair enough. But like it finished the fight. And don't get me wrong, I believe KSI was gonna flatline him anyway.
Well, yeah.
But but he showed a different angle. He posted on his Instagram, goes, look at different angle, and I'm like, yeah, elbowed him, man. Just accept it that you elbowed him. I was like, it sucks because I really want KSI to knock him out.
Yeah.
And I know KSI trained hard, but you did elbow him. Shit happens. We all know you would have won. There's no need for a rematch. We all know you would have won anyway. You did show some skill. You showed some flaws. Move on. I just accept that you were winning, but you did elbow.
See, I just really want to see KSI fight in like. Say it's a 6-round fight. I really want to see him fight for more than a round and a half.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, because who did he beat? Don't know his name. The last fight he had.
His number.
He beat him in the first round.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then he beat everyone else.
He beat Swarms in the second round. He beat Pineda in the second round.
Because he couldn't really show his skill against Swarms or Pineda.
Yeah, they were kind of just like warm-up fights to come back, and then
Face Tamper, he could show his skill against him, but it was only a round. Or it wasn't even a full round.
But it's like, it's annoying because I want to see him go further, but he's doing exactly what he should be doing to people like Face Tamper. Like, I like Face Tamper, but the skill gap between them with how much JJ works on it, what JJ did to Face Tamper, he should have done to Face Tamper. If he did not flatline him that quickly, then there'd be a bit of an issue. Because like, you want to fight Jake Paul and you're going rounds with Face Tamper. Joe Fournier, it lasted past a round. And I say I had have went all 6. I would be like, you had to go all 6 with a 40-year-old, but you want to fight Jake Paul and Tommy Fury.
Fair enough.
Where, like, obviously, like, he's obviously going to fight Tommy now.
But they need the rematch, though, before he fights Tommy to prove that he can actually...
What, Fournier?
Yeah.
No one wants to see that rematch. I'm not watching that rematch. Why? Because I know the outcome. But KSI wins every single time.
But I'd still like to see it, though, instead of doing an elbow, you know, and then him losing. I'd actually like to see it fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not going to happen. No one's going to watch it. It's a bad business move on their part because no one cares.
Yeah, because they're all hyped about Tommy Fury now.
No, it was just, there was not a single second in that fight that I thought Joe Fournier was winning. Not a single second.
Fair enough.
Like, literally. Yeah. I thought Joe Fournier was going to be better. He's a brilliant on the mic. He deserves to be in fucking WWE.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
He's brilliant on the mic. I like him. But see, when it came to the boxing, KSI's just too young, too fast, too explosive for him. Like, KSI literally jumped in, went bang, and stepped to the side, and Joe Fournier was like, what the fuck just happened? He's 40, he's just, no. Like,
it's kind of like in football, because then, whenever you're younger, that's your prime.
Yeah, it's...
You know, 40's like retirement days.
I like Joe Fournier. I know he wants the rematch, but I have no interest, and a lot of people don't have interest in it, because we know the outcome. Yeah, it was an elbow, and it sucks, but we all know the outcome, so what's the point? Because there's no what if. Because there's obviously a chance Joe Fournier lands the big shot, it's a very low chance though because he could barely land a shot, never mind the shot to knock him out. You know what I mean? KSI's just too big. Where Tommy Fury, this is a fight I'm looking at, and I don't think KSI's winning at the minute because Tommy Fury fucking beat Jake Paul about.
Yeah.
Like a fucking speed bike.
So who do you think is better than Jake Paul currently? Jake Paul or KSI?
If better performances, or if they were to fight right now, who I think will win?
If they were to fight right now, who?
Jake Paul.
Fair.
I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Fair enough.
And I don't like saying that because I'm a KSI fan, but I think Jake Paul knocks him out because a lot of people look at it like whenever KSI was fighting Joe Fournier, KSI kept going, I'm going to do what Jake Paul couldn't, which is beat a pro boxer. There's a big difference between beating a 40-year-old Joe Fournier and beating Tommy Fury, who's been boxing since he was 7 years old. And in no way, shape, or form, I'm not saying Tommy Fury is world championship level, but he has years of experience, and he's a mediocre boxer. In the pro world, he's mediocre, which is good enough to be a low-level boxer. So losing to Tommy Fury isn't embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's not like you're definitely not losing to a fucking world champion, but you're not losing to someone who picked up the sport yesterday. He's been doing boxing since he was 7 years old.
That's fair.
So Tommy Fury should have won the fight against Jake in the way he won. And Jake made it a little bit competitive at times, just having a right hand. Now imagine if Jake actually had skill. I still think Tom would have won. But Jake, if he actually used technique and didn't rely on that right hand, it would have been more competitive. But Tommy did that to Jake. And I well believe he'll do it to KSI.
So if by something then, if KSI and Tommy Fury fight, or when they do, and if KSI wins, what would you think then of Jake Paul and KSI? Do you think then that would be the next fight? And who do you think would win?
It has to be the next fight.
But if KSI beats Tommy Fury, who do you think's going to win, KSI versus Jake Paul?
See, it's still a hard one because I can't picture right now KSI winning.
Yeah.
Because someone commented on my video and they said they think Tommy will win, but they goes, I would love if KSI landed a wild haymaker and knocked him out. And the fact that he said landed a wild haymaker is the same as me. I don't expect JJ to land an intentional good shot. I expect him to throw one and it to just clip the right place. I don't expect him to outbox Tommy. I don't expect him to outbox Tommy and throw in a nice combo. I expect him, if he were to win by knockout, to throw a wild one that just Tommy doesn't see coming. And like, obviously, fair play, you knock him out, but that was a wild one that just clipped the right place, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hope when they do fight, KSI wins. But I just think KSI's stance is his biggest. KSI against YouTubers, his stance is a big pro because he's so unorthodox you can't tell what's coming. But against someone like Tommy and Jake who have a right hand, it's not good because JJ runs out the punches. Jake wants you to run into his fucking right hand. Look what he did to fucking world champion Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley in his prime would beat the fuck out of anyone, and he flatlined him.
Shit.
And even Tommy, like, he didn't knock out Tommy, but he hurt him a couple times with the right. And Tommy fucking took it fair play, but Jake also didn't land clean. Yeah. And he hit the right. Now, if he lands, KSI can take a punch, but KSI also went down by Logan uppercutting him. And I think Jake can hit harder than Logan, as he's proven. Because Jake lands with accuracy. Logan didn't let his right hand go against KSI. That's why KSI won.
Fair.
If he let his right hand go, I know Logan was the better boxer because KSI just came in, but KSI came in and thought, I don't need to be the better boxer. I have the dog in me and I'm going to win, and I'm happy he won like that.
Fair enough.
But Logan was the better technical boxer.
I really want to see Logan fight again.
Same.
But he won't because he's him.
Who the fuck was it? He was supposed to fight Dylan Danis, and then KSI was supposed to fight Dylan Danis, and then he fucking put it because he's a bitch. Logan and JMX was fine. I know you don't know who JMX is, but he's another YouTuber who was good. And then an NFL player who now boxes.
Right.
Because that's the world we live in now. Beat JMX, so then Logan might fight the NFL player.
Fucking straight. I really want to see Logan boxing again because I love Logan.
I want to see KSI and Logan in a tag team.
Yes.
Could you imagine?
I really, I never used to like Logan. So but that was because I never looked into him before, and it was all that, sort of shit.
Yeah.
But I never looked into him before. But then see, after the KSI and Logan Paul whole situation, after then KSI won, and he sort of got humbled.
Yeah.
And then he became friends with Mike and all that sort of shit. Like, he just became such a different person. And I'm like, I actually like that person and who he is.
Yeah. He has the best, fucking comeback story on YouTube.
He does. He's amazing. But I think it was because I remember him talking and it was him saying about Mike and stuff like that, and everyone he had around him at that point was just, they were like a yes man. Yep. So they were, and he would do his fucking wacky sort of intros and shit, do all his videos, because I remember him saying, just shut the fuck up, dude, like, to himself.
Yeah.
But then he says it wasn't until then Mike came in and Mike was like, you're a fucking idiot, and he would tell him his actual opinion instead of just saying, yeah, go for it. You know, and then he sort of became older, because Mike's older as well, but then he sort of got humbled, and I'm like, yo, yeah, that's a person that I actually like, and I would like to watch that person again.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't know if Logan Paul will come back to YouTube boxing, but
I really hope so.
Well, yeah, so KSI was supposed to be fighting Tommy Fury next. That'll probably be the next fight. But it's also the case of, because someone said, if KSI fights Tommy Fury and then beats Tommy Fury, Jake Paul lost Tommy Fury, so KSI said that, if he beats Tommy Fury, there's no point fighting Jake. And no, in my head, I'm like, KSI, stop avoiding the fight, bro.
Yeah.
Like, use both. You can't even fucking it. You both have avoided the fight. KSI did not want to fight Jake Paul on short notice. Jake Paul doesn't want to fight KSI on short notice. You both act like you'd flatline the other person. Shut the fuck up, because you would. Yeah. I think right now Jake would still win by knockout, but I don't think he'd walk through KSI. I think KSI would make it difficult for him. Yeah. I just think that Jake would land, because KSI runs in 2 punches. Jake would wait for it and land that right hand, because he's proven to do that in the past. Yeah. So I think KSI's biggest flaw leans in to Jake's biggest pro, and that's why I think the outcome is Jake Paul by knockout. Yeah. But I hope KSI pulls it off, obviously, because that would be amazing.
I don't know. I really want to see it though, because I want to see, as I said earlier, like, I want to see KSI go a full match with someone, and then I think that Jake Paul is the person to do that.
Yeah.
Like, say you know, he goes in with Tommy Fury, but then what happens if Tommy Fury just ends it early? Do you know what I mean? And just knocks him out.
Yeah.
You know, it'll do nothing to the whole KSI fighting Jake Paul hype, because
no, I think it would. But if Tommy knocks out KSI, you view it as, but Jake Paul lost too. Yeah, but Jake Paul went the distance.
Oh yeah, shit, fair.
There's a difference between going the distance and getting knocked out by someone. Yeah, and like I said, I don't think it's bad to lose to Tommy Fury, because at the end of the day, he's been boxing since he was 7. Jake and KSI have been doing this for like 5 years, 6 years max. You're supposed to lose to Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
But it's, if you get knocked, the way I view it is, see if you were to step in and you were to get knocked out by Tommy Fury in general, obviously you don't want to get knocked out, but if you got knocked out by Tommy Fury in general, it's like, right, you know what, I lost to a pro boxer who's WBC ranked. But if you get in there and you get knocked out when the person that you think you're better on went the distance, there's an issue. Because now you're like, I'm better than him, but I lost, I got knocked out and he went the distance. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I know, I get that, yeah.
Like, so, and then another issue is, if KSI fights Tommy Fury, he has to go 8 rounds. And he keeps going 6 rounds. But Jake went 8 rounds to Tommy, and you cannot take less rounds than Jake, because then it makes Jake the A-side. Because they always argue who's the A-side, blah, blah, blah. And KSI is like, I'm the A-side, I want this. Jake's like, I'm the A-side, I want this. And they were almost close to an agreement where, fuck the A-side bullshit, winner takes all. If Jake Paul wins, he gets all the money, KSI's purse and the pay-per-view buys, and vice versa.
Sure.
And they were like, yeah. But then I think both of them wised up and thought, actually, no, this is the biggest fight. This will make us a lot of money. Yeah. If the chances I do lose, I get embarrassed and walk away with nothing. So the winner takes all one is appealing to us, but I wouldn't take winner takes all, because then if the chance you did lose, even if you 100% believe, anything can happen. If you even lost, like say you lost by close decision, you've lost your purse. They get the purse, you've lost the pay-per-view buys. Now you've lost to that person, and now you're not the king anymore. You get gained fuck all. Yeah, like you haven't even gained. You can't even say, yeah, I lost, but you know I made like $10 million. You made nothing. Yeah. So it's like that hypes it up for us, but I wouldn't fucking take it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd be like, if you knock me out, you can have like 50% of my purse, but I'm keeping the other 50%.
I really think it may be like WrestleMania level. Like hype. Because this is the reason that everyone wants it. Like, everyone wants KSI versus Jake Paul, and that's why, you know, they have to go through all their opponents until they get to that level. Yes, but I think they're still going to hype it up so much, so it's going to be something everyone's looking forward to.
Yeah, but the issue is, like, we're all hyped for it. And you could argue the longer it goes on, the more hyped you get, and then whenever it happens, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, a lot of people have lost interest because we're like, we wanted it 2 fucking years ago, and yous are still doing it.
Exactly. It's kind of like whenever a TV show just goes on for so many long-ass seasons, and you just want it to end. And
you're kind of just like, yeah, it's good and all. I'm going to enjoy it when the finale comes, but I want it to end because it's time to end.
Yeah.
But then the issue is, like, because KSI has said, like, he beats Tommy Fury, he beats Jake Paul, he retires from YouTube boxing, he's not doing it anymore. Sure. He said Jake Paul's the final goal. Jake Paul, see, KSI wants to beat Jake. So then he beats Jake, he says, I'm the king of YouTube boxing, and he retires, because no one in the YouTube boxing scene, because I'm not counting Tommy Fury, because he's not a YouTube boxer, no one in the boxing scene is above, no one in the YouTube boxing scene you can beat that's higher than Jake Paul.
Yeah,
because you could have made the argument for Salt Poppy, but it showed that Salt Poppy's still good. He still has a lot of potential, but he still has a lot of flaws. Yeah. And that fight proved to me, right, I think KSI and Jake Paul would both beat Salt Poppy if Salt Poppy fights like that.
Yeah.
If Salt Poppy fought smarter, who knows? But I think that proved it. So if he beats Jake Paul, there's no one really, unless he did tag team or something, but he wasn't really want to do it. No. But Jake Paul also has to win, because if Jake Paul loses to KSI, he wants to be a pro boxer. And Jake Paul keeps saying he wants to be a world champion. I don't believe he'll be a world champion, but he wants to keep fighting, but he can't lose to a YouTuber and then keep fighting like pros.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Like, he can't lose to KSI and then go, I want the rematch with Tommy. Especially if Tommy beats KSI. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, whoever loses...
Because it's kind of like, what's the point?
See whoever wins. See whoever loses.
Yeah.
It's literally just, you cannot lose. If you lose, you're in the fucking dirt. If you win, you're on the fucking sky. Like, you've got everything. You can retire, wipe your hands clean, but if you lose, you're in the fucking dirt.
Yeah, exactly. I do remember.
Especially if you get knocked out.
Oh, yeah. No, I do remember, though, them saying that about KSI versus Logan. Like, the one who loses that is going to be shit on the internet for ages. But, like, Logan Paul, he wasn't really shot on. He just had, like, a comeback.
Yeah, but there's a massive difference to that, because that's what we all thought at the time. But people like Logan, and Logan redeemed himself. People do not like Jake Paul.
Yeah, fair.
The beef between KSI and Logan, there was beef there, but it wasn't hatred. They just wanted to be competitive. Yeah. Jake and KSI fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
And then KSI wants to be the greatest. At the time, it was KSI and Logan. Who's better out of us? KSI wasn't thinking about, I want to be the greatest. He goes, I want to beat you. Logan wanted to beat him. It was egos. KSI, if Jake loses, the whole plan he has is fucked. If KSI loses, the whole plan he has is fucked. So it's different, because the hatred's there, the storylines there. KSI and Logan.
Stakes are higher.
Yeah, KSI and Logan, it was like, right, I'm better than you, you're better than me. Where KSI and Jake Paul, it's like, I want to knock you fucking unconscious on that canvas and embarrass you. Because if one of them get knocked out, until the day they die, they will go on the internet, and the first thing they will see on Twitter, any social media, is them lying on the canvas.
Yeah.
That's the risk. Like, that is the risk. Because in proper boxing, if you get knocked out, you'll get trolled. But on YouTube, you're a YouTuber, and people online are trolls. So they will mock you for losing a YouTube boxing match rather than a world championship boxing match. So you will get trolled. Like, look at fucking Tyron Woodley and all. Tyron Woodley got fucking flatlining for like 8 months straight. It was always just the pictures. It goes, Tyron Woodley joined the sleepover, and it was all the people Jake Paul knocked out just lying on the sofa.
Fuck me.
Every social media I went on, there was a Tyron Woodley meme of him lying on the floor. And I was like, see, you gotta be built for this, because that would get to you.
Yeah, of course.
Because there's just a picture of you on the floor. Like, that's gonna annoy you. And then there's people who've never boxed in their life going, you got knocked out. But they wouldn't get in the ring.
Yeah.
But it would annoy you because they wouldn't get in the ring and they're laughing at you.
Yeah, because it comes so much at you all the fucking time, and it's all the same shit.
That's why, for people who take it, fair play, because, like, you have to take that shit in the chin. But, yeah, we debated about that for a long time. That was actually a good debate.
It was. It was fantastic. This needs to go up on your Let's Talk Fighting channel, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do videos over there anyway, so...
Yeah, but, like, this segment specifically.
Maybe.
Yeah. Keep it in the podcast, but...
I'll work out something. But... Yeah, so, that was that.
Right. Someone
I haven't told the dad joke yet.
I want to see.
Did I tell you the one about...
So he did.
Fuck. I actually forgot. Did I ever tell you the one about Stephen King?
You did not? Stephen King?
I recently found out that Stephen King has a son called Joe.
Okay.
I'm not joking, but he is.
Fuck off.
I couldn't remember if I told you this because I told Slay.
I
told Slay,
That's
and in my
fucking
head, I
amazing.
remember telling it recently, and I was like, I don't know if I was too Slay or Shay.
Bro, Joe, fucking Stephen King is my favorite author of all time. So,
well, there we go.
Yeah,
now you know he has a son called Joe. Joking.
Did you know Nicolas Cage's son is a goth?
No.
Have you ever seen the photos of them two walking down the street?
No.
It's Nick Cage dressed like Nick Cage, and then it's his son, dark jet black long hair, fucking grey skin, right? Tattoos, all this shit up his arms and shit, like all this like metal shit up his arms, and then just fucking all black clothes, skinny ass, fucking just walking down the street like it's here, just with Nick Cage in the background. And I'm like, that is so Nicolas Cage, bro. Yeah, it's so good. Oh, I can't. Oh. Also, there's a horror movie coming. You know what it is? There's a horror movie coming. Yes, it's coming out in October. Yeah. But the same day it's out in cinemas is the day that it's out on streaming.
Okay.
And I'm so excited because I want to see it.
Wait, what's the point of being in the fucking cinema then if it's just going to be streaming at the same date?
There's no point. But well, the thing is though, as well, is that whatever streaming service is coming out on, it's not coming out on one of the main ones. So it's not on. Well, you know what I mean? It's not on Disney. It's not on Prime.
It's not on Netflix. You're gonna have to fucking go to like fucking.
It's like one of the American fucking ones.
You're gonna have to go to like a dodgy website, like fucking new movies 2258/224.com .co.uk .america fucking UK.
Yeah, and then you have to fucking press your universal back
microphone name of the movie.
Exactly, dude. It's gonna be, but oh man, I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good because like it's the fucking so good. It's they brought out a 40-something second teaser trailer for it, and it showed so Shaggy from Scooby Doo's in it. It showed so fucking much and so little at the same time. I can't wait. But then they said that an actual 2-minute trailer was leaked online, and it got taken down. It's on TikTok.
Everything is on TikTok.
Like it's on. It was so hard to watch though because it was the original video was filmed on a phone from a monitor, right? So it was filmed on the phone from the monitor. Then the dude edited it and put like numbers all over the screen so he wouldn't get copyrighted. Then this TikTok specifically had like photos here. The opacity of some photos changed right down, so you could barely fucking see what was happening, but you could hear stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and that's the stuff I want to hear because it looks so fucking good. But the thing is, it's weird because all the animatronics, they look kind of like bad CGI.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're real animatronics.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, bro, I can't wait. Because Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, you know? And then Josh Hutcherson's in it as well. And he's from the Hunger Games. And dude, I can't wait to see some kills. I've been waiting for this movie for so long. I still can't wait.
I still don't understand why it's out on streaming the same day as cinema.
I have no fucking idea.
You can get anything on TikTok, like the full Fast and Furious movie, like Fast 10 is on TikTok.
Yeah, like the ending is on TikTok. Like I saw.
No, like the entire movie is on TikTok.
Serious?
I was scrolling the other day, and then it had like obviously like the beginning, and I was like, oh, like is this like another trailer? And then it just started playing. I went, nope. It was literally like this account uploaded. No way you can upload. I think it's like
3 minutes.
10-minute videos now.
Oh, 10-minute videos
on TikTok.
Jesus.
You can upload like 5 minute at least, 5-10 minutes. And it was just all the parts, and I was like, holy shit! But it was obviously not like it was someone like recording off laptop, which I don't want to watch. Plus, also I want to watch all the Fast and Furiouses in order.
Yeah, and you want to see it on the big screen, like in proper full.
It's still in cinemas, so I'm gonna start watching, and I'll go to the cinema in a couple of weeks. If not, it'll be on streaming platforms at some point.
Yeah, well,
or I will find it.
After this, I'm gonna make you watch the teaser trailer. I know you're not interested, but this is gonna.
No, I might be. I'm not interested in the games, but when it comes to the horror movie, I might be interested.
Yeah, it's so.
Because I like the concept. I just don't think the game piques my interest because it just seems like you just watch one thing and just try not to dance.
Oh, you do, but it's so hard. Like I was sitting there watching Markiplier play it earlier, and it is so different because I've watched for the past yesterday.
For the past yesterday.
I'm so hyped, bro. I love it.
That's like autism and dyslexia in one. Life for a curveball.
Welcome to me.
Life for a curveball, dude. They hit you in the face.
Dude, it hit me everywhere, bro. No, but it was like. I can't remember what I'm saying. It's like, it's so good. Yes, so. In the past couple of days, I've watched Markiplier play through the first fucking 3 games. I'm on a third game now, right? And it's so different because you have to watch the comp. There's only one animatronic in this one. It's called Springtrap. But the whole way through it, you find out the story of it and like what's happening and shit. And then the fourth one is another cattlefish, and then the fifth one, like there's like 8 games.
Yeah.
But within the first year, from 2014 to 2015, in 2015, the third game came out. So as soon as Markiplier played the first game, Scott was already working on the second one, and then as soon as he played the second one, he was already working on the third one. Third came out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then this one is so fucking different. But I cannot wait. Fucking Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, the live action movies. He plays William Afton, and I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm excited, fam. I love this shit.
I can fucking tell.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Like, this is more exciting than food, bro.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, I gladly eat a pizza while watching it, but fuck me. Like, I cannot wait. Because, right, we're being told for 8 years that this movie's going to be made, and then it was made, delayed, and making it delayed. Then, with Nick Cage, they made a movie called Willy's Wonderland, which was, it was fine. Yeah, it was called Willy's Wonderland.
That sounds like a fucking Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory Predator type movie.
Yes.
Like, this is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but directed by Tim Burton. But it all goes wrong. The way you have the dark version of Alice in Wonderland, and then you had Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, like with Johnny Depp, and it was a bit dark. This is darker.
Yeah. But it was...
Charlie doesn't walk out of that Chocolate Factory.
Nick Cage does not speak a word in this movie. But he literally has no lines in the movie, I think, until the end, or not even at the end.
He just has one line at the end. He's like, "Hi, I'm Nicolas Cage."
No, but it was... Oh, dude, it was so good. But the story is basically, they made it because we needed a fucking animatronic movie because we were told that Five Nights was being made, and then we were told it was cancelled.
Yeah.
And then this movie came out, so I bought it and watched it. And it was the acting from some of the teenagers was shit. And there was a sex scene in it, and I'm like, why is there a sex scene in this? I want to see some people die. But then the people who were having sex, you see them die, and it was great. But Nick Cage is so good. Like, there's literally, because he has to constantly take his break, and it's like you with cans of Coke. He had like these cans of like fucking Vimto, and like every sort of 15 minutes, he was taking like a 5-minute break. So the girl was there, and one of the animatronics was there, and he was beating the shit out of the animatronic, and then his fucking watch went off for the time, and he just handed the fucking weapon to this girl. He walked outside, went in, took his break, got his Coke, and drank it. And then he came back and beat the fuck out of it. Like, oh, so I need to show you the kill. He does. I need to show you the kills. There's a kill of the gorilla in a bathroom. It's a fucking amazing. Like, see these movies, bro. I love them. Damn. It's just a fact. There's like blood and shit, and it's a robot. Like, it's so fucking good. It's so shit at the same time, but I need a life, bro. It's so good. Oh, I can't wait.
Alright then.
Yeah.
What did Sohail say to you, by the way?
Oh, he says something like Russia. I don't know.
What? We're just like, so what time you getting here? He's like, yeah, Russia's in another war.
He says so he says, I says to him, he says he's working in the office till then. I said, sweet, me and Josh meeting up at 4 to record, and then we'll see you at 6. Sounds good to me. Sweet, brother. Yee. Let's get it. Yee. Yee indeed. I'm almost finished. Just Russia being Russia. I don't understand that, bro. Like, what does that mean, fam?
Bloody Russia, man.
What do you mean?
Russia being Russia?
I don't know what that means.
Wait, did you say ye?
We both said ye.
I love how, like, everybody that's caught on to everybody now.
Yeah, we both say ye.
Everybody in my fucking work now says it just because I always just respond with it. Anytime someone goes, oh, you doing this, I'm like, ye. Like,
exactly.
It's either ye or yizer.
Yeah, yizer. See, I say ye all the time in work, and then I say fucking nash as well in work all the time, and it's got to the point now where the two people I see most in that place, because I work with them, one of them started to say it after I started to say it, and she would copy me every single time I said it, and I would be like nash, and then she would go nash. in the same way copy me, and then the other dude, he started to say it too. So now it's just become a thing that we all say nice to each other in that way.
I kind of have the same thing, except that because I'm watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine for again, I've just randomly started quoting Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Right.
So anything goes wrong, I'm like, right, cool.
Dude.
Toy, nice.
I've never seen it. So.
It's so fucking good. I'd say my second favorite series after The Office. Yeah. It used to be my favorite, and in The Office. Fair. Not even The Office, Dwight. Dwight took over.
Dwight.
Yeah. Right. I think we'll wrap this up anyway.
Because my legs are sticking to my legs, bro. It's fucked.
Yeah, so we'll wrap this up anyway. I don't have another dad joke, so we're just going to have to accept that.
That's okay.
Yeah. And this is the last episode of the podcast. Probably, to be honest. We'll see you in like fucking 8 months. But yeah, hope you all enjoy. Think positive, test night. Have an amazing day. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.
So, sweet. Oh, yes. Bro, that spat on me.
I crushed my thumb between them.
You dick.
Anyway, peace.
Yes.
Fearless.